I'd like to call the November 25th, 2025 meeting of the Ogden Town Board to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd ask you to remain standing for a moment of silent reflection and prayer for our military servicemen and women serving around the world, as well as for our first responders. Thank you. We'll start the meeting with approval of the minutes, Resolution 275.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Councilman Tom, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, we have privilege of the floor. If there's anyone here that wishes to address this board at this time with a topic or something you'd like to speak to us about, please come forward, state your name and address, and we will sit here and listen to your comments. Seeing none, with that, we'll close privilege of the floor. It is the second meeting of the month, so we do not have reports and remittances or town audits. There are a number of correspondences for the board to see. And with that, we'll go right to reports from town officers. So first, just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody, not just on this board, but in the community as well. A number of really fun things to talk about as it relates to giving thanks here. So first of all, just want to mention that Saturday, November 29th is Small Business Saturday. As everybody gets together and starts thinking about their Christmas shopping, encourage you to check out some of the local stores here in Ogden and Spencerport. Check out some of the unique shops that we have. Keep them in mind. They do a lot for this community, and it's really nice when we can give back there as well. We also have our annual town Christmas event coming up December 5th. We officially announced today that not only will we have all the fun things that we normally have, but for the first time in Ogden's history, we will have fireworks for Christmas right here at Town Hall. So we're really excited for that. It's a free event, no registration required, and we actually were able to get several sponsors for the fireworks. So very grateful to all of our sponsors. We've got a resolution coming up that will showcase those sponsors. Very grateful to them to want to be part of this event for our community. At the Monroe County Supervisors Association, at the request, or not even the request, but at the advice of the Association of Towns, we had a guest speaker who is an expert in energy, talking to all the supervisors about the electric mandate and the pause that came up. And very, very, very extensive conversation. It's an attorney with a firm out of Buffalo. Very grateful that he came out at my request. And just, he went through the litany of ways that the state is so behind in trying to expand electric, which is a very small portion of the energy that's in New York currently. Over the last 5 years since this mandate was dreamed up, New York City has converted 3% of their power to electric. So New York City is woefully behind, which is, my guess is why some of this happened. But, you know, as I've said a million times, this is not a political thing. It's a managerial one, which is our job here, is managerial. And so we're grateful for the pause, but it was very good to have an expert come and start talking to us about different avenues and things that we could be doing when this pause is lifted, which my guess is that it will be at some point. I did want to, so let's see. Since the day I walked into this office, we get bombarded with ads, marketers that want to sell us stuff. And one of the biggest things that's come up is this town-wide communications app. And there's like 6 different companies. And we spent, through the last couple of years, we spent a lot of time talking to some of these companies. And when we looked at the cost compared to what it can actually do, we kind of said no. More recently, the mayor, within the last year of Spencerport, brought it up. They were interested in taking a look at it. We were looking at collaborating with them. But we've also been part of the Council of Governments, which is all the villages, towns with the county executive. And we look at how do we do some shared services, and this was one of the ones that we came up with. We haven't met in probably close to a year, so it was a little bit of a surprise to me that Monroe County, within the last week or two, they announced that they went with one of these services. It's called Monroe Alert, and I can't remember which business they went with, but it's Everlight or something like that. One that we looked into ourselves. And so I'm working with Tim Henry at Emergency Services just to understand the full functions of what that can do for Ogden as opposed to the entire county. It does seem like they're trying to replace HyperReach a little bit, but I would like to know, like we've got, everybody keeps saying that there's a storm coming, although I don't know that it's directly hitting Ogden, but what type of communication tool could we have directly with residents? This is supposedly one of them. So we need to learn more, but it's a tool that I'm grateful that is sort of countywide, and that also that they're bearing the expense of that. On Monday, I had a sit-down meeting with Congressman Morelli. One of the things that was my goal is to talk about the Gillette Road Bridge. Again, thank him for his efforts, but then also to talk about the grant that we applied for twice for the Gillette Road Bridge, and sort of where is that? And at one point in the meeting, they said, well, we diverted it to another project, and they thought that they had diverted it to our Buffalo Road Park, which I was thrilled. Got an email back that kind of said, well, we gave it to another program because you didn't apply. And I said, we did apply. So we're having this conversation. They think it's a great project. My guess is that even if we do have to apply for it again, that we're going to be pretty positive on it because of just, the previous request and whatever type of mix-up. But we also talked about the Veterans Memorial that we want to expand. And I did hint at some needs for our community center, but they're actively helping us with that, so appreciate that. Also met with Bridget from the Ogden Farmers Library. We all have different times where we're doing these fundraisers for different entities, and we just think it makes more sense for us to collaborate. So whenever they do a fundraiser, we'll equally do a fundraiser, so we have two donation boxes. I think with everything that we've seen in the last 2 weeks with our food shelf, a little bit of coordination is great. They obviously have better hours, evening hours, and I think that sometimes make it easier for people to donate. So we're coordinating with the library to make sure that we've got some more initiatives for collections and donations. As I said, sort of in our pre-meeting, we had the opportunity to swear in Jackie Frontali as a new member of our Ogden Special Police Force. We do have one person that that's on the agenda to appoint tonight, and then we will have a full Special Police Force again, which is phenomenal. That is it for me. Let's see, Councilman Baker is not here tonight, so Councilman Gerbino.
And nothing to report.
Councilman Hinman.
Just a couple of things. I mentioned last month on the project on the corner of Washington or Whittier in Washington. That's still moving forward. The project now is we're waiting to see what the planning board can do and see it. So we're just waiting on a meeting for when that's going to be set for. Also, as far as the zoning board goes, one of our co-chairs for the zoning board is stepping down, so we are doing interviews to replace that individual. So that's all I got.
Yeah, sorry to see Molly go. She was a great
she's
member, and she'll probably come back to us at some point, but she's got young kids.
She's got little kids, so it's understandable.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you, sir. Councilman Toms.
Just to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I have nothing else to report.
Very good. Doug Case, Highway Superintendent.
Yes, thank you. The leaf pickup program will be ending next Friday, December 5th. The crews have been out sweeping the town weekly. Been a little challenging with the snow and the rain and weather. I mean, dry leaves suck up a lot easier than all the wet stuff, but the guys have been sticking with it and doing a good job.
So when's the last day?
December 5th.
Get those leaves to the curb.
Yeah. Hopefully
I'll rake them out of my trees.
Yeah,
Stuck up there still.
Yeah, most of them are down, so we're gonna move on. And with that, we've had a a couple wind events and, brush that's out in the town. We'll be doing another sweep, in December to pick up all that. Actually, another wind event coming in the day, next day or so, so, people have been calling on that, so we'll be doing a sweep of the town in December for that.
Is that what it is? It didn't look like snow to me, it just looked like wind, but, I mean,
When there's a little bit of chances.
getting quite a few notifications about it, so.
Might get some, little bit of lake effect coming off. We're on the edge of it for, like, tomorrow or Thanksgiving morning.
Okay.
Maybe a half inch or something, so. With that, we are starting our 24-hour winter schedule, starting Saturday night at 11 PM and going into our full, winter shift schedule. If we need something between now and Saturday, we'll cover it as needed. But, I think that's it.
Very good. Town Clerk, Noel Burley.
We are in the midst of preparing for town and county taxes, doing a lot of work for that. Still processing a lot of passports. Now that college seems to be letting out, we're kind of getting some more, college age, students coming in to get their passports. So we're busy with that. Working hard on, preparing for our December 5th, event. So, I got a shout out to my staff and to the Parks and Rec crew, and Tony's, department. They've been doing a lot of work, so everything's been going great. Can't wait for Friday, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Very good, thank you.
Forgot one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Our new brush truck did come in, that we
Great.
ordered in February, Marches. Came in, early this month, waiting on paperwork to get it on the road. Hopefully we can run it through some paces in December. But, it's in the shop right now, getting outfitted and stuff.
Excellent. I actually forgot something too. We have long explored what it would look like to have any real electric vehicles here that would make some sense. And I've been pretty concerned about certain electric vehicles, especially in the police department, just for functionality, charging, and that sort of thing. And so I just want to let you know that we actually are going to try it. We're going to try it in the police department. We are going to, I don't know all the details, but we are going to enter into a contract for 3 years, I believe. It's essentially a donation for 3 years. It is something like 500 horsepower. I mean, this thing is going to be nuts. But because there's really no intrinsic costs, we'll have to outfit it to the town. We feel as though it's a great way to try the functionality of an electric vehicle in the police department without having to make some large investment. We're very grateful. I'm not going to announce the donor at this point until it's all said and done. But it's a great way for us to try it out and not have it cost taxpayers for us to try. And the great news is if it doesn't work in year one, then we'll let them know. And either way, very grateful for the chance to try it out.
Is it gonna be a uniform patrol vehicle or a specialty vehicle of some sort?
So we're thinking it's probably going to be a specialty vehicle, probably, what they call the ghost cars, not necessarily patrol. We can't put lights on top of it as part of the deal. I had to see if we can do one of the spotlights, but they can do the bar lights inside. I believe we can do all the rest of the outfitting, but let me see.
What's the reason for no roof lights?
They don't want anything screwed to the roof because essentially when this is done, we have to give it back. Sorry, I don't mean to hold everybody up here, but I just wanted to see if I could find. I'll get you the details of it, but I mean it's a zippy
way to try it.
car. I think it's a Chevy Blazer. I'll get you the details, but again, one of those things that isn't going to cost us anything to try it out. So we're grateful for the opportunity to try it. Okay. There being no other unfinished business, we'll move to new business. Madam Clerk, when you are ready.
Resolution 276, authorizing Ogden Town Supervisor Mike Zell to execute an agreement with Allied CPAs for annual audits for the period ending December 31st, 2025 through December 31st, 2027.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Hinman, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 277, approving the form and the amount of the bond from the Travelers Casualty Surety Company of America for the receiver of taxes, town supervisor, and the finance department in the amount of $250,000.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion on this? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 278, authorizing Ogden Town Supervisor Mike Sal to execute an annual contract between Waste Management and the Town of Ogden for refuse and recycling pickup services in 2026 at 3 town locations.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries, please.
Resolution 279, authorizing the appointment of Jenna Daggs to the Town of Ogden Special Police Force effective November 26, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 280, authorizing the acceptance of donations to the Town of Ogden for the town's annual magical holiday celebration event.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Toms, seconded by Councilman Hinman. Any discussion? Just wanted to extend my sincere gratitude to everybody who wanted to be involved to make this a tremendous event. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. Next, please.
Resolution 281, authorizing the acceptance of a donation from Phyllis Burton to the Ogden Special Police.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Gerbino, seconded by Councilman Toms. Any discussion? Equally want to extend my gratitude to Phyllis for this donation as well. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries. I'll entertain a motion for adjournment. Moved by Councilman Hinman, seconded by Councilman Toms. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Item carries.